Okay, I found it from searching Bad Boy because Billy said this bad boy can fit so many metaboards.
Okay, I guess that's got to be the name of that pocket. All right. Okay, and where are we going to get trees from? So I don't know if the trees in that uh, Viz demo or whatever it is. I don't know if they're actually new or if they're just the same trees that are in the asset pack that was released ages ago. I don't know, Billy, you saw my suggested plan, but I suggest we get into Team Create and spam trees and spam metaboards and see what happens.
Um, do you want to do the team create thing? Do you want to set it up?
Yep. Studio is just updating.
You got the new version yet?
Oh, with the new UI. Not the last time I checked, but so did you get any goss on the VR support, Ethan?
Uh, I I don't think they talked about it at all. I talked to Nexus and Greg Tame just about like what they're up to, and Nexus said he wants me to finish the VR hands.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, when I was working on the inverse kinematic hands in VR.
Oh, right. Oh, right. I remember you did some kind of talk on inverse kinematics. I don't think I saw it though.
Oh,
But was
yeah,
that for the Nexus VR character model?
it was. Yeah, I just didn't finish it.
Was that the thing that there was like a bounty or something that was
Yeah.
That's right.
on the Discord?
So I guess
So
that
did that go anywhere? Did did you get the furthest with that, or did other people try
I
it?
know somebody got further than me, but nobody claimed it.
I think the latest email I saw on that was basically Nexus saying, well, Roblox seems like they're going to release their own inverse kinematic controller sometime soon.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the story with hands was, though. What was that video was about positioning the elbow and all that, not so much about hands. So what do you mean by VR hands?
Oh, did I say that? I don't know. I don't think my solution cared about the hands. It probably should.
Oh, okay. I thought you said just then Nexus VR wants you to finish the VR hands.
Oh, yeah, I meant arms.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, that's pretty.
I read some of his like blog posts about Nexus VR, and it seems he's had a pretty rough time, like, and he's not enjoyed it. Creating Nexus VR, and he had some like
Really?
some sort form of like some kind of bad experiences with developers being horrible to him about support for something
Oh, really?
I didn't see anything like that.
on his website.
Huh. Okay, you folks should be able to open this now. It's place number 44. I can't change the name just yet.
This is on the Meta Uni group.
Yeah, it's under the Rising Sea. It's a pocket.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty annoying when you add places into a place. It doesn't show up here on the list of places immediately, so I can't like rename it. But whatever. All right. So let's turn on streaming. Streaming enabled.
Was it off?
It's off by default. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I
So,
was just wondering, in that particular place file, had they enabled it?
oh yeah, I guess not. Streaming min radius, streaming target radius, stream out behavior. Yeah, we'll just leave all that as normal.
It's 44, right?
The min radius.
MetaUni's place number 44.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, let's start putting some. So I'll paste in the tree assets that I'm usually using.
Where did I find that tree pack? I was looking on the forum just now and couldn't find it.
Yeah, let me. It is forest pack. I guess.
Was it you guys I was telling that like the pack isn't on the toolbox and they just didn't know about it?
What pack?
Oh, so like all the assets from the VizTech demos aren't in the toolbox. Or like they at least don't surface towards the top.
Uh-huh. That's funny.
So I'm telling the creator marketplace people about it.
I'll paste the link into code.
That's a funny way to give instructions, just to put a massive billboard.
What is this? Why is this up?
So with the boards, do you want there to be stuff written on them? Like, do you want me to make it so that like there's a bunch of random lines drawn on them automatically, or do you just want to walk around and draw on the empty one?
Oh, actually, sorry, I've got 2 of these forest packs, one of which has sort of better scaling assets. To answer your question, Billy, I don't know. I guess it would be useful to have stuff on them.
Because if we're talking about having a lot of boards, I think like nothing interesting will happen if there's like not anything written on them.
Right.
Okay, I'll work on doing that. This is like a mini game jam.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool to watch. I enjoyed watching that. That must have
Watching
been
what?
the Game Jam announcement thing. That must have been pretty good live too. I mean, in person.
Oh yeah, I
What
was
was
there
that?
for the second half.
What was that
Sorry.
game with the miners? It was like some mining game.
Oh yeah, right.
It was
Yeah.
like-
That was cool. There were a few in there that I had never seen.
Yeah, I think that one didn't win any of the awards, and I think I saw some people in the Gilded were like shocked about that. I haven't played it though, but it seemed like they seemed to put a lot of effort into the atmosphere of it. I like my only guess as to why it like didn't win over other games is probably maybe the gameplay wasn't like as fun or involved or anything. But it like people were saying like, wow, this is like a AAA game sort of level, in terms of like the sort of models and animations and narration and the NPCs talking and whatnot. Looks pretty cool.
I did think it was interesting that they clearly were highly valuing a sort of Roblox idiomatic experience in the game jam, which I'm not saying that's good or bad. It does create a bit of a, they clearly want to motivate people to make different kinds of games as well, right? In order to attract and keep the older audience that they clearly need for the platform to remain healthy long term, or at least they think so. But yeah, it does strike me as a little clearly I get the feeling that with the Game Jam and the particular awards they chose to give out, it's also a way of saying to the community, we know what you like about Roblox historically and we value it too. And I mean, that was very explicit with that sort of history game, right? I thought that was an interesting kind of between the lines kind of thing going on there. There's some plugin that lets you just paint assets.
Yeah, I'm using it right now.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to work well with terrain. But if you look up, where is it? It's called Brush Tool, one word.
Okay. Brush Tool 2 plugin store or something.
I haven't heard of a Brush Tool 2. It should be by Jaja X. That's XAXA.
No, wait. That's because I'm not searching for plugins. Yep. Before RDC, I saw some mention of subscription pricing for plugins, but I didn't see anything about that once it started. Do you know what that's about?
I haven't heard about that.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought they were at least raising the price for it to like 100 Robux.
Right. Maybe that was just a rumor then. So it paints some random trees. How do I choose? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, this is very useful. I see, so you can paint multiple things.
I think it would work better if it used, or if like every tree had a pivot at the base of the tree and then the plugin used the pivots, but neither of those are the case.
Right. So it's painting more than one of the thing. How do I choose how many it paints?
I think you have to edit the brush settings, the spacing.
Spacing. Okay. That's a... No, oh, okay. Yeah, but suppose I want to edit the number. Oh, I see. Do I? Okay. It's not intuitive to me, but okay. Oh, I see. Spacing within that radius, and then if the
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I get it. This is much more civilized. Yeah, but you're right. Then somehow I have to go back and move them all down to get them into the ground.
Did I just crash anybody else? Because I think I crashed myself.
No.
Okay.
Mine's not crashed.
Okay, I guess we need to give a bit of thought to where all these boards are going to go. There's these ledges. I guess the board should go at the back of the ledge, but then where should all the trees go? Maybe every second ledge has boards. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So I'm going to put a bunch of trees along this ledge. And then let's make every second one for boards. How's that? Hey, so did you go on the developer yacht?
Or what?
I don't know. I saw something on Twitter. There was like a party on a boat at the.
Oh, I didn't go to that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's become like a yearly tradition.
I see. I thought it was interesting the degree to which the opportunity to develop educational stuff was emphasized. That's cool.
Oh, at the conference? I don't remember what they said about education.
Yeah, in the keynote, it was mentioned early as one of the areas they see as a growth area for developers to contribute in.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it doesn't necessarily mean it's reflected in terms of what people are really working on. I imagine it's still a very small proportion of people caring about that. But it's, yeah, I think it's nice to have that as a. I think it does matter what is said in these sorts of events in terms of where the company thinks what they think is important.
Did you figure out the stamp setting on Brush Tool? Because I think I'm having better luck with that.
No, I didn't. How do I use that?
It's just one of the tabs, and then it lets you like individually click where a tree goes.
So it's like a group of things.
Oh, like you just pick one object to stamp.
Okay.
I don't know. I think like
Oh, I
customization.
see. I see. Yeah, that is better. Thanks.
Somebody in one of the development servers I'm in is working on a tree pack, so I'll let you know when that gets released.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Does seem like one area of the Roblox kind of creator economy that is underdeveloped relative to. I mean, I don't know much about Unity and all that, but my impression is that probably if I went to Unity, there would be 20 tree packs I could buy.
Yeah.
But like, by contrast, just reading between the lines, but listening to Mr. Chicken Rocket talk about their game jam, it's like Dev for Hire has this like secret trees that something. I don't know. I'm not saying that's cool, right? That he made the trees, he can do what he wants with them. I'm fine with that, but it's a very it's not the only possible way of thinking about these kinds of things. I'm not saying I want them for free. I'm happy to pay, but it's just interesting.
Yeah, I would guess there's less of like less sharing of assets because there's not really a way to sell things. I mean, there are some. I know of one website that's like dedicated to selling Roblox assets, but I don't know how many people actually put their stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference between tree large and tree var 2?
I don't know.
Okay.
Where are those boards, Billy?
Fun.
Where are the boards?
I just dropped one of them in.
Okay.
Can I leave the painting that around up to you guys, and I'll just make sure the random figure generation is working.
Sure. You want to keep going with the trees, or you want to switch to boards, Ethan?
Oh, sure, I can do boards.
What do you think about the sizes of one of the larger presentation ones? Do you want bigger ones or smaller ones?
Larger presentation ones. You mean like not symbolic wild size, or that was a question?
Yeah, I think those are the normal size, so just use that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is symbolic wild size. Yeah. Yeah, it looks fine.
Oops. I've got a script that will just write, like gets all the boards and gives them a distinct persist ID.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
It'll do a non-deterministic order every time you call it. I don't think.
Oh, these boards are huge.
Are they?
Yeah, can we?
Isn't this?
Well, let's shrink them down so they're like VR compatible.
I thought you wanted them the presentation size.
Oh no, that was me asking a question. I wasn't endorsing that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll
Do you have big there?
yeah, I know how big my character feels in VR. I'll just adjust roughly based on that.
Might like break because I haven't tested this script yet. This one's got no primary parts.
Use the stamp tool on the board. You can set a fixed height offset.
Oh, cool. That's actually really useful. Let me just copy the size for Symbolic Wilds just a sec.
Before you like spam the shit out of these boards, I just need to make sure one of them works.
Okay.
By itself.
It's too late.
How many are you gonna put in?
100.
100. Okay. Oh, I suppose you could also put the vertical offset on the trees so they don't stick out of the ground.
Okay. These boards, is this some complicated thing? Yeah, okay. I just have to. I can't change the size of one part. I'll have to scale it as a group.
Wait, is there already a bunch of boards?
Not that I've made.
Or is it just one?
I'm just resizing this one. Oops. Okay, that's the right size now. Why does anybody ever want plane lock on for editing terrain?
I don't know.
Every time I go to edit terrain, I have to turn that off, and I wonder why I would ever want that.
I think that's just like legacy, because it used to not, it used to not be able to turn it off.
Uh-huh.
What the hell? Sorry, did I delete what you were working on? Ethan?
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, there was 2 locations for boards, and I got confused.
Okay.
All right, it's okay. I would be changing the persist ID without warning.
Ah, that's great. You can randomize the rotation. That's very useful for painting these trees. Ethan, with the stamp, how do I make it not adjust the orientation to the
Oh yeah, I don't think you can. I gave up on the stamp.
orientation up works?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, took a lot of fiddling, but I'm pretty happy with the stamp now. But I had to adjust the vertical offset by hand for each one. yeah, it's kind of interesting because you can randomize the rotation, so that fixes one of the.
Getting errors that there's no primary part set on a bunch of the boards, but they do in the workspace.
Oh, when you hit play, it's probably to do with streaming. Yeah.
Oh, I see that.
Okay, well that's interesting. Hopefully I can just get rid of that check. It's just gonna get replaced with another error that tries to make use of the. Yeah. Well, that's a big fail.
Oh yeah, this is with the randomized size and rotation. Yeah, this is much better.
I have no idea what we're gonna do about the primary part thing. It's,
Okay, so what's trying to make use of the primary part? Everything, I guess, right?
yeah, maybe I'll. Okay, I'll make the board the primary part itself be tagged as the meta board. Yeah, I can do that.
getting some hilarious low resolution version of trees when they're far away.
Yeah, I've made a field of boards.
Oh, nice.
All right. Just pause making any new meta boards for a second.
Sure.
I'll just run this script. Okay, did that work? Tag. Oh, I think it did work. And then it did successfully re-tag them. I think this is something we could. What the hell?
Hmm?
I gotta move the persist IDs underneath the actual boards now.
Oh, yeah.
The primary part. Okay, I'm doing that now. Don't make any new boards for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that worked. Yeah, it's still trying to do something else that doesn't work because the board's not actually there.
Hmm.
Man. Maybe I can just make it not do that.
This is looking nice.
Yeah. the leafy grass color is a bit anemic. I might change it. Maybe it's the maybe the grass color itself needs to be a little different. Under terrain is Astrocode's hats, which are obviously terrain.
I think the only way we're gonna have any working test with Metaboard is to turn off streaming enabled.
All right.
Does that entirely defeat the purpose of what we're trying to do here, or would it still be interesting?
No, I think it'll still be interesting. It's worth thinking through what would need to change, I guess. So what's the issue? It's things looking for primary part to determine position in order to offset strokes when they're created, for example.
The first place it happens is where?
Because there may be places where we're looking for the primary part, but we actually really only need some information that could be...
Yeah, so we want the aspect ratio, for example. I think... Yeah, maybe... Yeah, I'll keep chasing and try and stamp out all the places that ask for it by hard coding the values. What's the actual what's the aspect ratio of these boards?
I don't know. You put them in there.
I'm working. 9.347 divided by 7.011. Alright, it's 4/3.
Okay, field of boards, indeed. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks amazing. It's like it's a savanna with boards instead of deer. Don't know where all this sound is coming from. This is in the forest pack, isn't it?
Okay, the remotes also live under the board, which gets streamed out.
Oh my god.
Oh, so okay. Yeah, that's not easy to fix, is it?
Nope. So, it seems that you saw those at RDC. They showed an example of what like more streaming configuration would be, where you can specify whether like an entire model has to stream in or out all as one thing. Can you also prevent things from streaming out on a per object basis?
Yeah, you should be able to. Well, not right now, but eventually.
Wonder if, let's have a look. Minimize placement of 3D content outside of workspace. Content in containers such as replicated storage or replicated first is ineligible for streaming. Models in the workspace will be replicated. So when a player joins, all instances in the workspace are sent to the client, excluding base parts and descendants of those instances. So if we just parent the remote events off a model, then everything should be okay.
Wait, what?
So
if the remote events are parented to a model, they won't stream out.
Yeah, right. So
why is that?
Well, that's just that.
Doesn't that defeat the point?
No, just base parts are streamed in and out. But models, I mean, if you have a model and within it base parts or mesh part, within the base parts, then those base parts will be streamed in and out, but the model isn't streamed.
Oh, okay.
So if we make the metaboards models, then the backing and the strokes and so on might be streamed in and out. Well, not the strokes, I guess, because they're made locally.
Okay, I've got an idea. There's like the board remotes class is kind of, I can fix it on that end.
Yes, the docs say that a part created locally is not going to be streamed out unless it's a descendant of a base part that gets streamed out because it exists on the server before you created anything. So I think in our case that seems to mean that we're fine.
I think this might fix it if I literally just put a dot parent. Yeah, I think so. Keep going back and forth between this is impossible, I can't do this now, and like a quick fix for it.
So we can detect when things are streamed out by listening to get instance added signal if we have a collection service tag on the...
Yeah, so the proper solution will involve some kind of like responding to that event to like clean up and like when a thing gets streamed out, sort of do code things to respond to that.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. What is the thing on top, though?
No, it doesn't make sense. I needed a roof though for my log cabin. So this is this is probably not what you had planned for what we were building. I have like no patience for building.
I had no plans.
Okay.
As long as there were many things.
Yeah.
Can I copy and paste boards yet, Billy?
It would be easier if you didn't right now.
Okay.
Wait, one of them didn't work. What happened there? Uh, I think I can do this, but I'm gonna have to parent the C frame of the board to the model. Like as a value object. Is there a C frame value?
There is, yeah. Oh yes. So wait. I think it's a C-frame attribute that we don't have. Yeah, this is a C-frame value.
Yeah. Alright. I'm doing so many evil things to this.
Yeah, I know these are the only circumstances I'll get you to do things like this. Your sense of hygiene.
I have to go through the remotes in order to get to the model to then get to the same frame value. Oh god. You can make more boards if you want. I'll fix it later.
Ethan's
Oh.
going mad with billboards. What is this? McDonald's?
So we needed some advertising.
Right, yeah, that's how we make money on Roblox now, huh?
Hey, there's no vector 2 value, right? I could just check. There's a
There's
vector
not.
3 value.
Yeah, I mean that can work. I have an assignment due within the hour, so I'm gonna finish that and I'll be back for Meta Uni Dev.
Cool. See you then.
Okay.
All right, see you soon.
This is pretty cool.
I'm gonna run the script. I'm making new boards for a second.
Sure.
There's a model tagged as a meta board somewhere, which it shouldn't be. Let me fix that then. There's a bunch of boards that started growing from the original model version of the board that are now in a broken state.
Just delete them if you can find them.
Yeah, I removed my ability to easily identify them by tagging them as
Then just delete all the boards.
removing the tag. All of them? Okay. We'll make one that doesn't break now.
Where?
So models themselves don't get streamed out, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. This forest is looking nice.
I'll see if that works. Did that work? Oh, I think it worked.
Nice.
There is a little bit of a timing aspect that I can fix. But let me see if I can at least copy this board. Then this. That works.
Awesome.
Go crazy and put boards everywhere.
All right, I will do so. Okay. You had that nice arc before. How did you do that? Just did that by hand.
You're breaking up a little bit.
You made that nice arc before. You just did that by hand.
Are you asking if I made a nice arc by hand?
Yes. You made that curve of boards before. How did you do that?
No, that must have been it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your voice is super choppy.
Ah, strange. Okay. Let me see what I can do about that. Is it better now?
Keep talking.
Testing, testing, testing. Better, better. Okay. Yeah, how did you do that? I might maybe use this stamp tool.
You probably pivoted it around at some point. Plug in. How does this brush or stamp tool work?
You scroll down to brushes and then you add the thing you want to paint and then you go nuts.
All right. Before you do anything, can you? It's in like plugin in brush server storage. There's like an old version of some board, and I want to make sure that you don't start brushing the old version.
Okay.
I'm gonna search board and server storage. Oh my god, Teddy is covered in mulberries all over his face.
He likes mulberries. That's good.
Yeah, we have a mulberry tree out the back.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we had a mulberry tree when I was a kid. Amazingly productive tree.
That one.
What's the trick for making gentle arcs like that? I don't know how to do that.
Me neither. Okay, I deleted the board, so if you remake a board brush, that should be okay.
Okay. Guess I can just do it by hand.
Actually, I think I might do it. So put that board inside a model once it's in a good spot. Yeah, just put it, like, make another model in the boards folder.
Yep.
Yeah, and now make a part that you want to like pivot around and put it inside the model. And then select the whole.
Oh, I see. And then just make a copy, but keep it stationary or something. Is that your idea?
No. So there's an edit pivot Yeah, there's an edit pivot button under model. So under the model menu, like at the top, wrong spot,
Oh, okay.
like the ribbon at the top. So when you can click edit pivot,
Hmm.
and then you can place that on the part. Like you pick it up and drag it, I think. Maybe you don't need the part there. Maybe that'll be good. But once you do that will now go back to model, the window, yeah, and then like click that again. Then you can, when you rotate it, it rotates around that point.
Hmm.
So do that, but better. So
Okay.
so actually delete the part. And delete the part and the other board. Just have one board.
Mm-hmm.
Just reset back to normal.
Just I'm getting rid of the model. What?
Yeah, don't worry about the model now. So we got the board. Click on the board and then do that edit pivot trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just move it straight out, like until to the center point that you want.
Mm.
Don't like move left and right. So do you want it to? Yeah. Okay. Now duplicate that. Oh no. Do you need to like unclick the edit pivot button? I'm not sure. Did the pivot just move back to the center of the board?
I just moved it because I thought you wanted me to do that. Okay.
Yeah. Now duplicate it. Now rotate that duplicated one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Ta-da.
Ta-da! Amazing. All right. I'm learning something. I don't know if that's. So,
Really want a wider, even larger radius.
yeah, I think so. And I have a problem with the angles if I want it to be just right, but.
All right, yeah. You gotta like exit the edit pivot mode, otherwise you're like editing the rotation of the pivot.
Right. Magic. Okay.
Cool.
What? Why was that? What is in that? Why is it? Oh, okay. Not this board.
And is that just the pivots?
No, it's
Oh, no, that's another
another board. Yeah, okay. Alright, you want to help me place some of these?
Yeah.
So there's various clearings around the place.
Have you ever used Blender?
Yeah, I did a few tutorials, but that's about it.
I did one tutorial the other day, and like I really didn't get that far, but I was like blown away by the how good the sort of usability, the like user interface was in terms
Yeah,
of
right.
like the amount of thought they put into like the shortcuts and how you can like control things in interesting ways. Even like one of them was like when you resize the when you're like sizing a part, like you're making it bigger and bigger. If you move your mouse off the right end of the window, it just like reappears off the left. So you can just keep pushing that way to make it bigger when you're like dragging to increase the size. But also basic things like I think it was like G, R, and S are like move, rotate, and scale. And then once you click them, you can like click an axis to scale on. Like, sorry, once you press those keys, you can press in like X, Y, or Z to make it act in on those axes. Or you can type numbers to make it scale or move like that amount.
Yeah, I
Like
agree. I had a similar feeling.
it's really like a productivity like beast.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the advantages to having a free product. I don't know how they have some sort of paid thing on top of that. Is it training or?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, that's kind of a lot of boards. Let's try it.
You can't try it yet. I gotta give them all unique persist IDs.
Right.
1 sec. Okay, it should work now. Do you want to do a team test?
Let's do it. Click to team test. Something happening? Yeah, here we go.
Did something happen?
Well,
Go to test, the test ribbon at the top menu. Oh, it is working. Wait.
yeah, it's going. It's just,
I think it might just be in another window. Yeah. Huh. I think it might need to make it wait a bit longer.
for what?
So basically, the code that writes all of the random figures to like a mock version of the data source service is racing Metaboard to like start up.
I keep.
So I just need to delay. Metaboard.
I keep getting disconnected. Oh, it's in another window that doesn't show up in my taskbar for some reason. Okay.
We'll make it 10 seconds, and then. Where's the power where
I can actually see the voice chat interface in Studio this way.
What's that?
I can see the voice chat thing above my head, which I can't usually see in studio, so that's interesting.
Oh, right. I thought you meant in the workspace.
No. So what are we doing?
I'm just fixing something. Stuck for me trying to apply some script edits. I don't know if it's gonna crash or what. I'll have to exit and come back in. Is this a team test? Or is this just a normal test? I think it's a normal test. Oh, wait, it worked? Yeah. Hang on a sec. Just doing one more local test just to get it working.
So this pocket is called Big Boy. I think the name just got moderated. Okay. Big Basin. Or Big Sur. How's that?
Alright, I think that might work if you do a team test.
Alright.
Be like a 20-second wait before the metaboard does anything. I have to watch the output.
Okay. It's saying stored blah blah bytes.
Yeah, okay, cool. That seems to have all happened in the right order.
Hello, boards. Restored 45 boards.
I don't know why some of them don't have lines on them.
Still seems to be working. seems to work great. It doesn't feel slow to me. It's in studio, but so what happens when I go far away from the boards? Yeah, this is cool. Alright, shall we wrap it up there?
Yeah.
Okay. That looks great.
Streaming target rate 2024.